Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. We all face problems with engine we are rebuilding and somehow they don't start for a reason. And we start wondering and asking what went wrong. So this video is like a gap to get an idea how the engine work and how to pinpoint the engine, trying to brainstorm what might went wrong. Fuel engines are super easy and simple to understand. We have a spark plug which a spark to burn fuel. We have injections which go inside from fuel injectors. We have valve which orchestrate the burning and the pressure which happen. The valve which go to the exhaust seal, both the valves seal when the explosion happen. It push this piston down and create movement for the car to move. For after, a piston to open for air to come inside, and another piston will open for air to go. Another valve will open for exhaust to go to the exhaust and outside. Usually when there is pressure, the movement happen. When pressure is not present, which means there is a leak, the head gasket is blamed for. This is the head gasket here, which is between the head and the engine, the head of the engine and the big part where the pistons are, is blamed for the leak. But in reality, there's a lot of other components which can be involved and they are causing the leak. For example, the valve, if the valves are leaking, any of the valve bringing air or the valve taking the CO2 out, if they are not sealing very well, the pressure will fail. Also, we have the spark plug here. In case it's not well, the thread is bad and there's a leak happening, also it causes a problem. So the head, I'm trying to diagnose to know what's problem is. What's the problem with it? Is turning on, working perfectly fine, and when the car reach the normal heat, I'm starting get a fault at cylinder 2. And when I put the spark plugs here, I did notice that the thread wasn't that good, and I fixed the thread and put the spark plug, but look like there's a leak happening. I paid $1,000 for the shop to fix the heads, so I'm pretty sure they did a good job. Now I still need to figure out if there is a leak in another way, and that's why I'm doing this video, and I hope someone who can see it can reply under giving me some ideas where I can research. Assuming everything is sealed very well and there is a pressure, the problem is with pressure test is that we do the pressure test when the car is cold in most cases. But in this problem, which is a riddle, because my engine is giving the fault on cylinder 2 only when the engine reaches the heat level, the normal heat level. So I'm assuming that the spark plug thread, it's expanding with the heat and it's leaking, giving the fault. This is one. Or the head gasket is not sealed very well, or might be another reason. So the car is the engine of the car based on fuel is super easy. It fall down when the explosion happen. It is up all the way. Explosion happen. Everything is sealed. The explosion push the piston down. It will suck air from here, and after it go up, it will push air out. So it's a simple sealer and pressure management. And unfortunately, after 2008, all the cars are built cheaply. And now, because we are jumping to electric cars, no one care anymore in advancing fuel engines and make them better. So that's why we will have more problem in engine sealers. I noticed something in the engine which I've been rebuilding lately, just for my own car. That when the head is took to the shop and sanded very well to be leveled, especially in Kia's engines, we need also to take this part of the engine with the head to be sanded also, because it built, especially in Kia cars, are built super cheap, and this part of the engine also need to be taken to the shop for them to fit perfectly in them on each other. Also, it's good to mention in this video that there is a lot of option, especially stuff made in China, like valve. You can buy them online from eBay or Amazon, but it might give you also a headache and a problem, because when the car heat and the engine heat, all the components put together to build the engine chamber and to seal the pressure inside when the explosion happen are tested to the extreme, and one little tiny fault will be noticed. So valve made in China, unfortunately, and this is what I used, I'm suspicious that they are built cheap, and when they are heated up, they are causing a problem in one cylinder. Kindly, if you watch this video till the end, according to your experience, what do you think is the problem if one cylinder, after you did a perfect job on the engine rebuilding it, is causing a fault just when it's hot? And thank you for being a subscriber to this channel, and have a good one.